Liberty Falls is here and it brings the return of the jet gun, or as it's now known, the THRUSTODYNE M23. And just like the Beam Smasher in Terminus, it also has its own build quest. So without further ado, let's take a look at how it's done. The first thing we need to do, as with every game, is to investigate the town and open up the map. If you try and do this as quick as possible, then the doors that absolutely need to be open are the bowling alley and all the doors of the right side leading up to the graveyard. Once you've done that, the first item we need to collect is the gauge. This can be collected from the flower shop hose, and as you can see in the gameplay, we simply need to walk up to it and interact to claim the part. We'll then need to pressure it, and to do so we need to head back to the bowling alley. And on the furthest right lane you'll see this panel on the wall. If you melee it or shoot it, the panel will pop off. Once you've done that, interact with the panel again and it'll insert the gauge. Now this bit gets a little bit tricky as we need to fill this progress bar by turning the gauge. During this time we won't be able to shoot and infinite zombies will be spawning in. So the best way to do this would be to use decoys or anything that can distract zombies. And obviously while they're distracted, start turning the valve as much as you can. If you don't have anything to distract the zombies, you can also train them out of the building, run back in and start turning the gauge again. Once you've managed to fill the progress bar, it'll pop off and you can pick up the gauge again. The next part we need to get hold of is a handbrake, and to do this we need to head all the way up to the graveyard that we opened up before, and we just need to kill as many zombies as we can until we see a groundskeeper zombie spawn in. You'll know when you see him as he dresses slightly differently as a farmer, and if you have all the zombies overlays turned on, you'll see he's called the groundskeeper. Once you find him, you'll need to kill him and he'll drop keys to a shed, and the shed is located on the far right side of the map in the groundskeeper's garden. Walk up to the door, interact with it and the key will open it, and then on the table just to the right we'll be able to pick up the handbrakes. And then last but not least we need to get hold of some wires, and we can get hold of them by going to the radio store at the bottom right of the map, and you'll notice it's actually closed off. So what you need to do is you need to get to a high enough round for a mangler to spawn in, and you'll need to bring him over to the radio store. Once you're there, stand in front of the barrier and get him to shoot you with his cannon, and if you move out the way in time it'll blast the barrier and open it up. And inside you'll see 4 rubbish piles on the ground. If we interact you'll get either salvage, a spider or the wires. Once you've got that, we've collected all the parts and we need to head back to spawn, and we need to go to the second floor of the motel. Walk along to this door and if you haven't been to it yet it'll burst open and about 5 or 6 zombies will come running out. Kill them all and then inside will be a crafting table to craft the jet gun. And there you have it, and as expected this gun is overpowered. And just like the Beam Smasher, it's got 2 forms of attack. Its main attack with the right trigger is the turbine that sucks all the zombies up. This is very effective when you're training zombies, but if you find yourself stuck, the secondary attack or the left trigger causes a huge explosion and does very high damage to the zombies in your area. You can also pack a punch the jet gun, which makes it very powerful when we're going into the high rounds. Be careful when using it though, as if you run completely out of ammo you'll slow down for about 5 or 6 seconds and the zombies can easily get to you. Anyway, that's it for this guide. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe so you never miss another one.